Welcome back, dear students. Now, in this lecture, we are going to study the piggery, a brief introduction to piggery. Now, the rearing and development of sheep, goat, and swine requires less economics and technology. It means it requires less money and less knowledge, whereas the rate of production is quite high. The duration of maturity is much less as compared with the another animal. So, rearing, development, and breeding of a swine is known as a piggery. Okay, it can be defined as the rearing, development, and breeding of the swine is known as a piggery. It is one of the most common and desired industry in developed countries and is gaining momentum in developing countries like India. Pig rearing has never been a new thing for Indian people, but its rearing and production has always been in primitive stage. There is no scientific planning and investment of money only because of the reason that it is in the hands of a poor and uneducated person. The higher class of the people, educated students, and economically sound parties did not show their interest in formation of the pig houses and development of a piggery. The common Indian pigs are most neglected scrub animal without any marked characteristic features. They are not paid proper attention and food for their development. Hence, they do not get a fair chance to grow into economical animals and compete with them. So these swines are small, means Indian swines are small, black, and produces small litters. Okay, small piglets. The meat is also not up to the mark, and quite often they are infected with a variety of worms and diseases. They grow slower and dies soon. So the common Indian pigs have higher fat content. So they are used for the medicinal purposes and their flesh is not tasty. So their demand in the market is less. Now let's see some of the advantages of pig production. Why one should go for the pig production or one should go for the piggery business. So there are some advantages. We'll see them one by one. The pig farming requires less money, it requires less space as well as less technology. The pigs are developed in comparatively shorter period and with the minimum expenditure, and they pay the returns in a shortest possible time as compared with the any other farm animal. Okay, so as they develop in a shorter period of time and expenditure means the money required for their settlement is also very less. So ultimately the returns we will get from them is always more than the other animals. Next is housing and equipments are not costly. Okay, so ultimately it is again economic to us. They do not require much labor and attention as compared with the many other farm animals. Okay, so the care required by them is very less. They do not just keep on observing or give them feed, give them water. So these things are quite avoided for them. So the return of the money is always in the handsome amount as compared with the dairy and poultry industries. Okay, so whatever revenue is generated through the dairy and poultry industry, as compared to that, the amount of money which will get from the piggery is quite high. So the pigs shows fast growth than any other animal. Okay, so because of this the growth rate is faster, the amount of liters or you can say amount of flesh retrieved from them is more, as well as the amount of offspring produced from them, number of offsprings produced from them is quite high. So ultimately this business, that is piggery, is always in a benefit as compared to the other businesses like dairy and poultry. Then efficiency in the pork production, how one can increase the efficiency of the pork production. The profit in the production of the pig depend upon the efficiency of the grower in production of the pig and its marketing. He must have a look over the rate of growth, amount of the feed eaten, and quality grains used in the feed. If the quality grains is used in the feed and amount of feed is given to them is quite optimum, then one can get a better quality of the pigs. The supplementation of the vitamins, minerals, antibiotics, and proteins in the feed help in developing the swine faster, and such a swine always fetch a good amount of money. Okay, so the medication as well as the required amount of vitamins, minerals, and antibiotics should be given to them properly and regularly on time so as to get the healthy and fast growing swines. Since the swines are subjected to a large number of parasites and diseases, proper care should be taken against these diseases. Right? And what are the diseases observed amongst the swines that we'll study in the next lecture. The swine used in the piggery should be of an improved quality and she must have a good breeding capacity. At the same time, marketing of the pigs also plays a very important role in its economy. Of the pig for piggery business, one should consider certain things. So there are different types of pigs are available. Indian pigs are also there. Then improved varieties of the pig like English class and American class breeds are also there. So one can raise a question, why not we go for the Indian pigs? Okay, so here are some of the qualities of the Indian pigs. They are small, black, and less productive. Even their meat is also not up to the mark, and often these pigs, means Indian varieties, are attacked by varieties of the worms and diseases. Even their growth rate is also slower, and they die immediately or they die soon. They have a higher fat content, no doubt. The higher fat content, because of that, they having a good medicinal value. But as their meat is not tasty, they are less required or they are less uh, asked in the market. Okay, because of that, one is trying to avoid rearing of the Indian pigs. But if these Indian pigs are what we can say improved with the exotic varieties, then they can be reared for the piggery business. Now there are, as I said, there are English varieties and American varieties. So which one should one select for the piggery business? So selection of the breed for the piggery is again important aspect. Now amongst English class, what English class means has exactly? This class of the breed generally includes the pig of English origin. So they called as an English class breeds. They are well acclimatized in Indian environment and are used for improving the Indian races. Some of the common English breeds are here I have listed. Now the first one is a large white Yorkshire. Okay, here you can see the first image of large white Yorkshire. Now it is English breed but well established in USA, Canada, even in the India, Ireland and countries of Indian subcontinents. They are used for upgrading the Indian breeds and these are white, big sized and long body, and they are bulky with a long, thin and forwardly inclined ears. And their weight measures about 350 to 400 kg. See, you can imagine here a pig measures about 300 to 400 kg. Okay, is quite big size and high in weight, right? So that's why the profit which we are getting from this business is quite high. Now the second one, middle white Yorkshire. Now it is an English cross bred boar developed by crossing the white large with Yorkshire. It is a high class breed famous for good quality of the meat. So this middle white Yorkshire, which is again the image is in the middle, which is quite demanded high class breed famous for its meat. It has a highly maturing and good recovery. So it matures early as compared to other one, and their recovery is also good. It converts the food into meat in a large ratio. So these are white in color, large sized with a long back and level. They measures about 270 to 300 kgs in a weight, right? Now the next one is a Berkshire, which is the oldest breed of the swine, now established in Australia, New Zealand, Berkshire. So Berkshire, on the base of this, the name given Berkshire. It is famous for high yield and is used in upgrading the Indian breeds. This can be recognized by its black color and white patches on the feet. Here in the diagram, you can easily see the Berkshire, which is black in color and white feet. Okay, white patches on the feet, even on the head also, and on the tail also. The white patches are there. The head is short and face is blunt. They weighs about 280 to 300 kgs. Okay, so on an average, a pig measures about 300 kg, but the large white Berkshire that is quite larger and measures about maximum 400 kgs of the weight. Now let's go ahead with the American breed. American breeds are equally good for upgrading the Indian dresses and meat production as well. They can be acclimatized easily in Indian environment and are widely used in all parts of India. Some of the common breeds I have listed here. The first one is the Chester White. So this Chester White, these are, as name itself indicate, white in color and produces big litters. The litters develop fast and reaches maturity very soon, and they produces near about, or they weighs about 400 kgs. Okay, in the first image, here is a picture of white Chester White, okay, which is quite large in size and heavy bodied, measures about 400 kgs. Then the second one is Duroc. This Duroc is red colored with the white shades in color. The color may vary from golden to dark red. They develop fast and produces big litters. Here in this case, litters said to be the young ones. Okay. They have high milking capacity and these are used in crossbreeding with, okay, these are used for crossbreeding with the various varieties. Okay, and their weighs measures about 300 kgs. Okay, the next one is Hampshire. So this Hampshire are the black pigs with white vest encircling the body. Here in the last image, you can see the black colored pig with the white encircled around its chest. Okay, this is what the characteristic feature of the Hampshire. Okay, now these are black pigs with the white vest encircling the body and front legs. Head and tail are black, ears are straight and erected. Their legs are short and produces good quality as well as quantity of the milk and meat as well. Okay. So beside these, varieties of the pork are found which are equally good in amount of the meat and its quality but requires more attention. So these breeds are in the Poland, China, Tamworth and Wessex. Okay, where these new varieties or new breeds are observed, but these breeds are requires more attention. Day by day, improved varieties are being produced, which matures early and gives a flavored quality of the meat in large amount. Now, here we'll see some generalized lifespan of the pigs. Okay, so generalized in general, the pigs they survive for about 15 to 20 years of the life. Now, the female pig matures in 3 to 12 months of age, and it is variable depending on many factors such as the maturation of the male and female depend upon the quality and quantity of food they are getting. Even they are fed with whatever is the food is given to them is again playing important role in maturation, but on an average the female gets mature in 9 months. Okay, the food of a meat quality of a sow varies from the food of the pregnant and milking sow, means the food provided to the milking pig is different. Food provided to the pregnant pig is again slightly different, and one which is in the growing stage is again different. Okay, whereas the female which are in the pregnant or milking stage requires a more proteinous diet as compared with any other normal pigs. Okay, so again here in this case the quality of a food required or quality of the feed given to them plays important role in the development of the pigs. Estrus cycle takes place every 18 to 24 months and it lasts for about 2 to 3 days. Now, estrus cycle is the heat period, okay, during which a pig can be easily recognized whether which pig is suffering from or which pig is in the estrus stage or is in the heat period. It can be easily recognized during this stage because of her action. Okay, and this estrus cycle repeat after every third week. Okay, if pregnancy is not there, if copulation is not there, then this cycle may repeat after every third week, and otherwise they have a gestation period of about otherwise they have a gestation period of about 114 days, means about 3 months and 3 weeks on an average. Okay, if pregnancy takes place, means if copulation takes place and the pregnancy is there, she conceives the pregnancy, then the gestation period will last for about 3 months and 3 weeks. Okay, so after 3 months and 3 weeks of the pregnancy period, piglets or litters are born. There are at least 10 piglets born from each pregnancy. Okay, 10 liters they born from each pregnancy. Now these young ones or the piglets, for their good growth, supplementary feed should be given after 24 days by crib feeding. It should be kept in mind that the pig fed on a synthetic diet may not be allowed to become much fatty. Otherwise, the size of the litter would be smaller. If the pig, means a mother is going to be having a more size, ultimately that affects the growth of a piglet. Okay, more fatty mother will going to affect the growth of a piglet, so in that case the piglet will be very small. Okay, the good growth in the early developmental stages plays very significant role for the development in length of the pig, even in the muscles, weight of the feet, and so up to the age of 25 days, young pigs should be fed on highly nutritive and easily digestible diet. The young pigs with the weight of 50 pound feeding on less nutritive diet have a good ability of fast growth to attain the maximum weight provided a good nutritive diet is given to them. So in the initial phase of their life they should be fed on a less nutritive diet so as to get their activity, body activity, good body activity as well as fast growth, and later on they can be supplied or they can be fed on the good nutritive diet so as to attain the maximum weight. Okay, now after that the average lifespan is about 15 to 20 years. Now you can imagine within these 15 to 20 years they become mature, means a female become mature in about 9 months, right? So within 9 months, or you can say consider within a year, the female pig become mature, and after 18 to 24 months gestation estrus cycle takes place or heat period is there. So near about 2 years we can consider, right? So within that 15 to 20 years, 7 to 9 pregnancies will be there, and in each pregnancy 10 piglets are born. So you can imagine, within a single lifespan of 10 to 20 years, a single female pig can give rise to near about 70 to 80 piglets. Okay, and each of them measures about 300 to 400 kgs in a weight. So you can imagine how profitable business is this, right? Now let's move ahead. Here is some resource source I have given, through which I have taken little bit of the study material. So we acknowledge them with this. Thank you so much.